Hey everybody, welcome to Old Hadley Vintage. I'm Jeffrey. I'm glad to have each and every one of you here. I am going to be doing a little bit of a preview sale and a thrift haul combined of some of the things that I've picked up along the way the past week or two. And I'm going to be having a sale this coming Sunday, March 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or actually no, Eastern Daylight Time now, because we're in daylight savings. So please tune in if you're interested in any of these items. There's some beautiful things I'm going to show you. And March 30th, let's see, March 30th. Oh yeah, Toby's 9th birthday. You guys know Toby, our golden retriever. It's his 9th birthday. Yes, he's our sweet little baby, and he's going to be celebrating his birthday. And he might even be here that night. Not sure, but it'll be a special day for sure. So come on back and I'll show you some of these great things I have for you.
Welcome to Old Hadley Vintage, where stories of the past come alive. Nostalgia in every corner, an antique paradise to revive. Antique glass and vintage dishes, holiday items, bric-a-brac galore. Step inside, let your heart make wishes, something for everyone to explore.
Well, welcome back. I am glad to have each and every one of you here. I am going to do a little bit of a thrift haul and show you some of these things that I have, as well as pretty much a preview of some of the things that I'm actually going to bring to you this Sunday on March 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time now. It used to be Eastern Standard Time, but now we're on Daylight Savings, so Eastern Daylight Time. Hopefully you'll appreciate some of these things. A lot of these things I think you can kind of adorn your Easter tables with if you guys celebrate Easter or Passover. I think some of these items will be appropriate. And I have a couple of other things kind of mixed in here that, you know, can be for, I guess, every day. So let's start with one of those everyday pieces. I have a beautiful little McCoy piece. Check this guy out. Does anybody collect McCoy? He has quite a bit of crazing, but as I always tell you, I love crazing. I think crazing adds to the piece. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of crazing on him, but he's a cute little planter. He is not marked, but I do believe him to be McCoy. McCoy didn't always mark a lot of their things. So he'll be coming along, Mr. Donkey. Looks like Juan Valdez is out picking coffee before he fills up the fills up his little wagon. Do you guys remember that commercial? Juan Valdez and his trusty mule. I'll put a picture right here in case you guys forget about him. I have some beautiful pink depression glass. Yep, beautiful. The pink depression glass. This is made by Indiana Glass. This was the diamond quilted pattern. I'll show you one plate. They're all the same. There's the diamond quilted pattern. A really beautiful pattern. But I have an odd amount, I think. 2, 4, 6, 7. So, you know, Aunt Harriet got to one of the plates and dropped it on the kitchen floor and broke it, I guess. So, but these do have the polished bottoms, so these are really nice plates. So you have a set of 7 of those coming to you. I haven't done much research. I'm leaning more towards either Cambridge or Fostoria for this particular platter. Maybe you guys know from the cut design. These are all cut back here, these flowers. All these flowers are cut. And the bottom is very well polished. It does sit up off the table. It has these beautiful handles. But I have to get my books out and look. The glass itself has a nice pattern. These little drops, like these little raindrops or teardrops going around. There's three of those, 3 little teardrops going around. And then they have these like little scalloped areas going all the way around the platter as well. with these beautiful handles. So something beautiful for you to put your, you know, put your cake on or whatever for Easter, your cheesecake. It is kind of indented in the middle, so maybe this was part of a cheese and cracker set perhaps. So you can make a cheese and cracker set out of it if you wanted, if you have the centerpiece, even from another cheese and cracker set. You can add this and make it, you know, make it a little bit more springy with these pretty flowers. So I have that for you. I also have a beautiful Ellie Smith. This thing is heavy. It's an egg platter, but it has 2 divided areas in it as well for you to put your pickles, your little cornichon, or your olives, your black olives. I love black olives. Or as somebody said, the last one that I sold, you can put, instead of doing actual eggs, you could do peeps and put those little peep candies and kind of do those in each one of these, and then fill it with like jelly beans and or what other kind of Easter candies you might have. Now there is a little bit of damage on one of the little egg cups here. It's a little bit of a crack, but I can probably file that and fix that up. I'll see if I can show it to you. Yeah, it's right, where the heck is it? See, now I lost it. Oh, it's right here. So it's right there. A little bit of a sharpness, so I'll see if I can file that down for you. It's really not a true crack, it's just kind of like something hit it. Probably when they were stacking things at the Goodwill or whatever. But it is a beautiful platter, nonetheless. It is beautiful. Then I also have this other gorgeous plate. This is a German plate, made in Germany. And it says, give us this day our daily bread. And it's got some roses on it. Be really pretty to hang on the dining room wall. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at those roses. Isn't that beautiful? And it does say Germany on the back. So there you go. And it's a pretty plate. All the gold is intact. No scratches. And yeah, very pretty plate. So I'll be bringing that for you. You guys are familiar with Fire King, right? I have some Fire King, Anchor Hocking Fire King. Some people like this, some people are like, ugh. But, you know, it's nice. It's not marked Fire King, it's just marked Anchor Hocking. Made in the USA, oven proof. But Fire King was the first, usually when they started making these particular patterns, they call this the swirl or shell pattern. They actually would mark it Fire King, but these are not marked Fire King. They're just marked Anchor Hocking. So these are newer, maybe 60s, 70s. And they have the gold rim around the edge, and they're the white glass. But there's no damage to these at all. They're both marked the same. Oven proof, made in USA, Anchor Hocking. I'll show that to you. It actually looks really, really clear on this one here. Hopefully you can see that. You can see the anchor there. So that's a newer marking. But you get the large platter, which is, I do have a ruler here. Let me measure it for you. Well, the platter is about, let's see, 12, about 12 and a half, 12, almost 12 and 3/4, maybe almost 13 inches across, or long, I should say. Across is about 9 1/4 or 9 1/2, let's see, 9 1/2 inches across. And then the bowl itself, this is 8 1/4 inches. So you get a nice serving bowl for your fresh spring peas and something to serve your, well, in our family, your kielbasa, your Polish Easter kielbasa on, right? Now, where are you going to get all these recipes from? Well, I don't know about kielbasa, but does anybody like the Barefoot Contessa? I found a Barefoot Contessa, Barefoot in Paris. Now, I have all of these cookbooks, and if you are not a fan of Ina Garten, after you make a couple of her recipes, trust me, you will be a huge fan. I am a absolute top-notch fan of Ina Garten. And her cookbooks are simply wonderful. Very easy to follow. They're foolproof. No matter what, oh, look at that seafood. Wow. No matter what you make, it always comes out good. No matter what. Especially her desserts. Her desserts are always a hit with my family. Let me see if I can find something here that I've made out of this book. Let's see. Oh, I've actually made this last year for Valentine's Day. It's called Chalkware, and it's actually a it's almost like the texture of really thick yogurt, and you actually have to use the mold. See the mold there? You line it with cheesecloth, and you fill it with the mixture, and you let it drip overnight. And in the morning, when you get up, all the whey, I guess they would call it, from the cheese, it separates out, and it leaves you with this really nice thick, almost like it's a cross between like a yogurt and like whipped cream. Oh, it's so good with the raspberry sauce. That was a big hit. Yeah, so she's fantastic. If you guys have never made anything by Ina Garten, I highly recommend it. So really good cookbook. One of my favorites, The Barefoot in Paris. A lot of French recipes in here, and very easy to follow. You follow the recipe step by step. Very simple, and everything always comes out good. Foolproof. Boopie, Boopie. Boopie glasses. So I found some little sherbets, or little mini champagne like short champagne coupes. I found 4 of these. So I'm gonna have 4 of these guys for sale. I hunted these down in Goodwill. I looked everywhere. One of them has a bubble in the glass, but it's not a crack or anything like that. But you can see there's like a bubble in the glass. And these were made by Anchor Hawking, maybe in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Not exactly sure. They made it so. They made some of these patterns. They made them so much. It's hard to pinpoint exactly. But it was a popular pattern, and they're plain clear, so they go with anything. So you can serve your either pudding or whatever in that. I do have some more black glass. I know some of you like your black glass. I have this gorgeous black glass perfume bottle. Look at that. Is this not beautiful? Gorgeous. But I will let you know that the top does have a little chipper on the top. Let me see if I can see if that shows up a little bit better for you. No, it's focusing in on me. Yeah, there you go. So on the top, it does have a little bit of a chipper right on the very top. See it? So, but when you hold it a certain way, or you have it on your dresser or on your table a certain way, you can't even see that. And it's a beautiful piece, whether you use it for perfume or not. Really pretty, and it's heavy too. And there is no maker's mark on the bottom of it, but really beautiful. Now this piece here, I believe Scott over at the Old Curiosity Shop, I believe he's had a couple of these pieces here, and I think these are made by T. Yamsamoto, maybe? It says it's T period Yamsamoto. Absolutely gorgeous. It's frosted in the back, and it's clear around the edge, and you know what those are, right? Well, I'm looking at them and seeing either irises or daffodils for Easter. So whichever you want to call them, they're either irises or daffodils. So I thought that would be really pretty for spring, Easter. You could serve something on that. Or if you just want to have it on display. Beautiful glass. And heavy too. So I have that. I have another basket for you guys. Really beautiful crystal basket. This one's a tall one too. This one is, let's see how tall this guy is. He is, I would say exactly 12 inches tall. And I believe it looks to me to be the sandwich pattern. And I think this is Indiana glass, if I'm not mistaken. And there's the sandwich pattern basket. But I'll do some research. I'll see if I can find out more about it. But really, really pretty. Really, really gorgeous. Isn't that nice? Perfect for Easter. Yep. So I'll be bringing that. Now I found some more. I have some beautiful wine glasses, that Morgantown pattern again. Morgantown pink depression glass with that gorgeous etch. I had some of these last week, and these are the wine glasses. Last week I think I had the champagne coupes. And these are in really good shape. If you remember last week, the one of the champagne coupes had a little bit of a rough top, which I had to fix with the honing unit from my knife thing. And this one here just has some roughness around the top, but it's not necessarily any chips or anything, but I'm going to make sure that it's in perfect shape. It might actually just be, I think, did I clean these? I think I've washed these. Because I had these stored away, I had them packed away. So I can't remember whether I washed them or not. I might not have. That might just be like a little bit of grime on there I have to clean off, but I'll take a closer look when I do that. Do any of you guys like Chalkware? Well, I have 2 Chalkware pieces. Look at these. Look at the colors on that. These scream 30s and 40s, do they not? Imagine hanging those in your 30s and 40s kitchen. How perfect would that be? Incredible. Now the only issue, it does have some wear here, but you can always get some craft paint and fix that up. And there is a little bit of a chip there, but again, get some green craft paint or whatever, and you can easily touch it up. Hey, these are old. These are from the 30s, 40s. You know, they're bound to get chipped and cracked. You know, when people took them off the wall and put them in a box or whatever. But they're still really nice. They do have their hangers on the back, on the top. They use these staples, I believe, just for stability in the mold when they were making these items, because when they're in the mold, they had to have a way to pull them out. So I believe that's what those are, those staples. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what that is. Hey, I'm not an expert. Like I always say, I'm still learning these things, guys. Let's see here. I'm just going to show you this guy really quick, and then I'm going to do a little research on him, but I will tell you that he does glow. So he's going to be coming to a sale. Look at that. How great is he? Flawless. Any of you guys like lions? Look at that. It's a beautiful jar. And yes, he does glow. So, talk more about him during the sale. I have 6 Cambridge cups and saucers to match I believe I sold a set of saucers, or not saucers, but dessert plates last week. Well, here is some Cambridge, and they're marked on the bottom, the little Cambridge mark. See the diamond with the C, as well as the plates. Some of them are marked. They're all marked. It's just some of them it's just harder to see than others, but they all have that beautiful etch around the top. You know, pretty. Same to match the teacups. Light pink, even though they don't look pink, they are beautiful light pink. Those will be coming to the sale. That's a set of 6 of those. And I got them all set up over here. This is how I stack my cups and saucers, just like that. So those will be coming to a sale. And let's see, I have this entire set here, guys. And I believe, let's see here, these are Noritake. The pattern is called Margot. And it is a beautiful, these have not been cleaned yet, so they do still have the marks from the Goodwill on them. But there's the pattern. They're pink with a little bit of gray. And here's the cup, teacup. Really pretty. They have a nice little stripe around the edge. There's a stripe on the inside as well. It's either silver or platinum, whatever they decided to put on the pattern. And I am bringing you this set is a set for 4. So you're gonna have the dessert plates, you're gonna have bread plates, you're gonna have the dinner plates, you're gonna have the berry bowls, you're gonna have the teacups, and you're also gonna have the saucers. So you're gonna have the entire set. And these again are the Noritake Margot pattern. Very pretty, and I'm sure there's other pieces that you could probably collect along the way. I haven't washed these yet, but of course I will, and they will be nice and shiny for you on Sunday. Now, this is Nippon, hand-painted Nippon, beautiful piece. Look at this, with the pansies around the edge, and that gold medallion in the middle. Is that not pretty? Look at that. Of course, that ubiquitous wear on the handles, but still very, very pretty. And it is marked on the back, hand-painted Nippon. Very, very pretty piece. And very little wear to it at all. So, really nice, something nice to even make a cheese and cracker set out of. And you guys, you don't have to have even if you had something like this and you want to do chip and dip, put your dip in here, put your chips around here, put your crackers here, put some cheese, soft cheese in here. Just make up your own, your own cheese and cracker or hors d'oeuvre set. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing that it was intended for. Use these pieces. It's the best way, like I always say, the best way to treat your antiques well is to use them. So always use them. I'm going to bring you guys a couple of these beautiful iridescent, I can't remember the name of the maker off the top of my head, but I will look these up. They're iridescent, as you can see, perfect for Easter. You can put your tea light candles in here, or you can even just use them on the table for like jelly beans or whatever. Put some jelly beans on either end of the table for the kids. But I believe they were intended for candles. So if you put a little tiny pillar candle in the center of each one of these, perfect. Really pretty. So Eastery, isn't it? That iridescence, or mother of pearl as they would call it. I also have this nice set here that we're gonna do of these different dishes. Here's one here, and I believe these are all made in Germany if I'm not mistaken. This one's Bavaria, so right there, Bavarian. It's got that reticulated edge on it with some cherries in the center. The gold is a little worn off here in the center going around the cherries, but it's still a pretty piece. Here's one here with maybe some, what are these, maybe apple blossoms. I don't think these are dogwood. I think these are like apple blossoms or something. And this is Bavaria, Schumann Bavaria. And I think this is the Eleanor pattern. And there's the name of it in the back. Eleanor. Yep. Isn't that nice? And then we got this other beautiful platter here. This one's not marked at all, but I would imagine it to be a German or a Bavarian or Austrian piece as well. Really pretty. It's got a little dark spot here, but that's under the glaze, so you can't get that out. But it doesn't matter, it's still beautiful. For your pickles or your cornichon, which is the little mini French pickles. And with that, guys, I think that's the entire thrift haul. So with that, guys, that's really it. And these are some of the things, if not all of the things, that I'm going to be bringing to you this Sunday at 7 p.m., March 30th, right here on my channel. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of you there. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Let me know if there's something you're interested in. Is there something here that you can identify for me? That would be great. Go for it. I love learning from you guys, just like you like learning from me. And if you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up for the video. And also, if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free. I know sometimes it waxes and wanes. I have some people that will subscribe and then a few people drop out. Not sure what's going on there, but you know, once you subscribe, you don't have to unsubscribe. You can just stay subscribed, and that actually helps my channel grow. And as I stated before, once I reach those 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a beautiful giveaway of some jadeite. So you definitely want to stick around for that. So get your friends, family, coworkers, whatever, if they're into antiques and vintage and they like, even if they just like to sit and watch on a Sunday evening with a cup of coffee or a bowl of popcorn, you know, I'd appreciate that. So without further ado, I will let you go. I will bid you adieu, and I will see you guys this Sunday at 7 p.m. Have a great Saturday, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.